Yo, what's up, everybody? The dual threat boys are back finally.
Hmm.
A couple of unfortunate circumstances happened. We couldn't do a episode together, so C Easy, or should I say Brain Rot Easy, did an episode by himself and, got a bunch of picks wrong. Picked Mahomie, who showed his true colors. I looked like more like Jackson Mahomes out there rather than Patrick Mahomes. Um, Kelsey, looked like he was still stuck on the engagement rather than playing football.
Hmm.
Picked Michigan with Bryce Underwood, who looked like the biggest bust of all time. Looked like Jamarcus Russell out there on the field. A bunch of other picks that he got wrong.
Oh man,
Florida against USF, that was the easiest pick ever. USF was the easiest pick of all time.
it's your favorite team, man. Like,
I don't know how you get that wrong, man.
I don't
You
think
get a bunch
anyone
of picks
knows.
wrong, and it embarrassed the podcast, but don't worry, the expert is back.
Yep.
And you want to know what? My lock would have been my team right here last week. We embarrassed them Jets. We put up 34 on them.
I picked them at
Like
least.
we gave the Jets a chance. Our defense felt kind of bad for them. They were like, "Yo, like you know what? Justin Fields, he was on our team last year. Let's make him look good." But the bad man showed that he's a lot left in the tank. MVP season, may I add. Rodgers going for that MVP and that
Whoa.
Super Bowl MVP, baby.
Be nice if he wins ring number 7 for Pittsburgh. Break that tie with New England.
And you know what? Let's get into this week's matchups because there's a bunch of matchups that I like this week. There's a bunch of great matchups this week, just like last week. But actually, before we get into that, I just got to say one thing about last week. Ravens, what
I got
happened?
that game right. I said Buffalo in the last episode. You got to give me props on that one.
How do you fumble?
You got to give me props on that one because I picked Buffalo to win that game on the last episode. And you know
Derrick
what?
Henry looking like old man Jenkins in that possession, fumbling the game away. And let's not forget, washed up bum Jair Alexander getting cooked by the no-name wide receivers for the Bills.
Yeah, I
Keon
can't name
Coleman
them.
did not have a good year last year. He's baking. Jair Alexander was supposed to be, oh, Jair, he this, Jair, that. He's a bum. There's a reason why the Packers cut him, and now we're finally seeing it because he couldn't
He
stop
wanted a
anything.
college boy. That's why.
He couldn't stop more Catholics freaking offense for crying out loud. It's embarrassing, man. That defense should be
Oh
pathetic.
man,
That defense, John Harbaugh. We got to talk
Harbaugh.
more about John Harbaugh. I
That's
can't.
okay. That's all right. John Harbaugh.
Yeah,
John Harbaugh.
Harbaugh or whatever. I can't pronounce for some
It's all
reason,
right.
but
It's all right.
his job should be on the hot seat, man. Like, if you really think about it, he's been blowing a lot of games. His playoff success since the Ray Lewis days and the Terrell Suggs days have not been the greatest. Um, and you know what? Like, we got to start talking. Like, everyone loves to talk about Tomlin on the hot seat. We got to start talking about him on the hot seat because he has one of the best QBs today. He is the best dual threat QB, arguably, of all time, and he's doing nothing with it. He's doing nothing with it. His defense should be playing way better than they are, and they're not. And that game was a give me. It was a give me game that he handed to the Bills. He said, "Yo, Bills, do you want this game?" That's what he did. The last drive, that 3-and-out was pathetic. Pathetic right after the fumble, that 3-and-out was pathetic for the Ravens. So, in my opinion, his job should be in the hot seat. I would love to hear what you have to say because that's one of my hot takes.
Harbaugh on the hot seat. Well, here's it's possible,
Because let
but
me
I
see,
feel
when
like
was the last time he truly had success in the playoffs?
probably when we were back in the fifth grade, I'd say.
When the Ravens beat
When
the
they
49ers, right?
yes, yes.
When they beat his brother.
But I'm just saying though, have they even reached the AFC title game or even won it since then? I know they made it once, but
But
they
let's just
couldn't.
be real quick here. He's not beating Allen.
No,
He's not beating Mahomes.
No, the only one I could see him being is Joe Burrow, and that's it.
And that's only because Cincinnati's defense is bad. If
Oh
the
yeah,
Cincinnati had any reasonable defense, he's not beating Joe Burrow. And it all stems down to the coach because you have Derrick Henry and you have Lamar Jackson. It should be unstoppable. Zay Flowers too. Amazing game.
yeah. I was
Amazing
watching them
game.
cook last night, a couple of nights ago
And,
too.
and
Yeah.
and the fact that you guys lost that game is pathetic. And the same thing happened in the playoffs. They had that game and Mark Andrews let the ball slip while they were down
Well,
the whole game
he's got
because
legendary
Lamar,
Butterfingers for that one.
yeah, Lamar was turning the ball over like Tua turned the ball over. He was Lamar turning the ball over. Um,
Yeah.
and then they came all the way back and then they had a prime chance to tie the game and Mark Andrews let the ball slip. It's always just slipping out of the Ravens' hands. And at the end of the day, who does that stem from? The coach.
Let me remind you real quick of a saying that Roman Reigns put on a few years ago with the Baltimore Ravens. I might as well use that as an example. It's the same thing over and over
No,
and
no, no.
over again.
That's not what he said. He
I
said
know.
it's like missionary
It's like
position
missionary position
over and
every single
over and over.
time.
And that's what it is watching these Ravens. It's like
I had to throw
missionary. It's
that
like
in. I had to throw
it's
that in
like
there.
who's gonna blow the game? Is it gonna be the defense? Is it gonna be
Who's
Lamar? It's like
who are we going to point the finger on a Monday morning or a Tuesday morning or a Friday morning?
all
At
right.
this point,
So now moving forward to next week, we have a great slate of games starting with the Thursday night game. And you wanna know what I gotta say? I'll start it off.
go ahead.
Give me them cheese heads, baby. Give me them cheese heads. You want to know why? They look like the freaking best team in the league last week. Embarrassing Dan Campbell. When have we ever seen since Dan Campbell's first year that team get embarrassed that
Oh,
big?
but then again, though, they got Micah Parsons now, and you got to think
That's what I'm saying. They
Campbell
got
was probably planning it without him, and then when he gets traded there, he had like flip the plan open. I mean, it was like he had a limited time to like game plan on Micah, but he had but I mean, it's only week one. We still have 17 more weeks to go. They're going to play
who,
again later down the road in Detroit.
who do you got? Packers or
But
Commanders?
I'm with you on this one. I'm taking Green
At
Bay as
home,
well. I
at
mean, it's
home.
Lambeau Field. I love watching Green Bay games, especially like even in the cold. I love watching the Pack. Unless my Giants are involved, Green Bay is like one of those teams I always have like mutual respect for because you go. I mean, it's Lambeau Field. I mean, who wouldn't want to go play in Lambeau on a Thursday night? I think
And what
Jordan
a
Love is going to
matchup.
cook. Josh
And
Jacobs.
what a matchup we're getting in week 2 of the NFL season. On Thursday night, we got Jaden Daniels. We got let's talk about that defense. Bobby Wagner. You know, it's a little bit of an old man defense. Von Miller. It's a little bit of an old man defense, but you know them boys could play. Like it's gonna be a great game. But I feel like the home environment, how
I'll
good
take
they
Green
looked
Bay
last
though.
week. Green Bay,
Easy.
go ahead, easy, just like your name, easy.
Yep. That's see if I go 2 for 2 on Thursday night football. I'm already 1 for 1.
What's the next game you want to talk about?
So the next one I would say on Sunday night we got Atlanta and Minnesota. Michael Penix, JJ McCarthy, who I said last week was going to cook, and I was right. He
Nah,
got the
whoa,
win
whoa,
against the
whoa,
Bears. Yeah, he threw a pick
whoa,
six. I get
whoa,
it. I get
whoa.
it. I get it.
He looked booty cheeks
It's okay though.
until the clutch. I admit it. He was
He
clutch,
cooked in
but
the end though.
Caleb Williams, man, you had so many chances. And it's not all Caleb Williams. It's the offensive line, the running game. Like you guys had the kicker. You guys had so many chances to put the game away, just like the
That
Ravens
is
did.
true.
And you guys let it slip through your hands. And
But
Ben Johnson, it's your first game, and you know that's a terrible way to start your tenure.
and the
Chicago's
Bears look.
relentless. Chicago was relentless. They were already booing the stadium.
I
Relentless.
mean, and the disappointment is the Bears have a lot of talent there. I mean,
A
Caleb
lot, bro.
Williams,
They
you got
have.
DeAndre Swift, you got
Oh
DJ
my
Moore,
god.
Roma Dude. Like, I don't know how many good wide receivers. You got at
They
least
just
3, 4
drafted
wide
two
receivers
studs
there.
too. They drafted
And you
Luther
get
Burden. They
Luther
drafted the
Burden,
tight end Love Lady,
Colston Loveland from Michigan. That was a hard.
Loveland,
Yep.
and then they got And then they got the Cole Kmet's always reliable. The offense.
Yeah.
The thing is, the offensive line looks so bad, and
Oh
Caleb
yeah.
Williams also was missing when I think he was so shocked that he had time that he was just missing wide open receivers. Like he was just like nervous. I don't know, but
I mean,
that's
then again,
embarrassing.
though, Monday Night Football, you have a lot of pressure on you. It is not your Sunday.
But the
It's not your
fact,
normal Sunday afternoon. It's you're under the bright lights. Everybody's watching you. You have Troy Aikman breaking your game down. You have Joe Buck trying to find another goose egg to say that'll get him on a highlight reel. But like
but
I said,
bro, but bro, they let a rookie making his first start in the NFL, who had a terrible 3 quarters,
I hadn't played a
go
game
on the
since
road
Cincinnati.
go on the road and embarrass you. That's Johnson. What are you doing, man? You had a
I mean,
freaking
and the kid hasn't played since the national title game at Michigan a year ago. Like he didn't even
man.
play last year, and he cooked the Chicago Bears, which is his hometown team, by the way.
I
They
know they were
got
talking
they were
crap.
bringing it up on the game. He wore this is the same guy that was wearing Bears jerseys. Grew up a fan, but great win by McCarthy. Great win by the Vikings. But
But
this
they
weekend,
said that in the huddle, he was down 17-6. He just got the ball and he said, where else would you rather be? That just shows the leadership.
he's a
He didn't
leader,
care.
man.
He wanted to take control of that game and he did. So moving on, where's the game? Minnesota
It
or
is Minnesota. It's a Sunday night against the Atlanta Falcons. Michael Penix.
Minnesota? Easy,
And you know
easy,
what? I said JJ McCarthy on the last show. I'm going to do it again and take
easy, bro.
JJ McCarthy because he cooked for me last week, surviving me another horrible flaming. I'm going to take him again this week because you know what? The kid can play football. And you know
First
what?
off, let me just say something real quick.
Go ahead.
It's Michael Penix Jr., Michael Penis Jr. I don't care. Minnesota by a million. What about Younghoe Koo shanking field goals in the clutch? You think he's
Yeah,
not
I
going
was
to do that on the
embarrassing.
road? You think he's not going to do that on the road in Minnesota? We
Mm-hmm.
got Penis Jr. Yeah, they have a great offense, but where were they last week? Invisible. Against Tampa at home. You guys should be scoring a million. You got Bijan, you got Kyle Pitts, you got Drake London, you got Darnell Mooney.
Yeah,
Like,
you got
like,
weapons.
I don't understand. So Minnesota easy. I don't even think that's a debate.
I mean,
So
Justin Jefferson's going to put up 100 yards on Sunday night. I think that should be like, I think Justin Jefferson scoring at least maybe one or two touchdowns.
Whoa, put the siren. Is that lock alert? Is that lock alert?
I mean, Justin Jefferson's the go-to man. I mean, who's on that Falcon team that's going to guard Justin Jefferson? I mean, he's the top 5 receiver in the league, probably number 2, probably in between him and Chase. But
Me.
I think, I mean,
I could
Justin,
claim Justin Jefferson any day of the week.
you're right. I forgot it. I
All
mean,
right, so
I got Justin Jefferson scoring a touchdown, though, at least against the Falcons team. It's Sunday night. He's going to go off. He did it on Monday. He's going to do it on Sunday. I'd take Minnesota by a million, like you said. I got Justin Jefferson scoring a touchdown, though, at least. But he's putting up at least, I think, 100 yards of offense.
you want to know something?
Go
I'm
ahead.
gonna be even more. No. Wait, we'll save that. We'll save that for later. We'll save that for later. All right,
Go.
so moving on to your next game
I have another big one. I don't want to leave this one out. The Super Bowl rematch
in
between the
Arrowhead,
Chiefs
right?
and the Eagles. Correct.
You ready for this?
Go ahead. I'm actually debating my pick for this one.
So listen, we got the reigning Super Bowl champs, who I actually predicted to start the season last year. Probably the most complete team in the
Mm-hmm.
NFL going into Arrowhead, one of the toughest places to play, against one of the best coaches in the league, against one of the GOATs of all time, against one of the best tight ends of all time. But he's aging, and they looked brutal last week. That defense looked brutal. But you ready for my pick?
Go ahead.
When you can't throw the ball to a wide receiver, you are so one-dimensional, and you think Chris Jones isn't waiting for Jalen Hurts and Saquon? You think they're not waiting to get their revenge at home? You think Mahomes is going 0-2 to start the season? You think he's going 0-2? Hell no. We're going freaking Pat Mahomes at home as as an underdog. You never pick
Oh,
against Pat Mahomes as an underdog. You know what? And I'm going to be confident. I don't even think it's going to be close. I think two
whoa.
touchdowns. You want to know why? Because
Why?
Jalen Hurts ain't built for this. He looked mediocre against the freaking Dallas Cowboys defense. Couldn't throw the ball to a wide receiver. He had to rely on the run game, which Dallas didn't have Micah Parsons anymore, so they were not prepared for it. The Chiefs are gonna have the game plan. They're gonna bounce back. They have a long week after Brazil.
That is
Um,
true. That is
they're
true.
gonna
I
they're gonna
forgot about
bounce
that.
back. They're gonna prepare, and you want to know something? They're gonna get the freaking dub because when in this earth is Pat
Okay.
Mahomes starting the season 0-2?
I don't think
When?
he ever has.
No, no, no. When is he? Because it's never going to happen. My
Well,
favorite player ever, Patrick Mahomes, when it's all said and done, is going to be better than Brady, and he's going to show it now. Pat Mahomes, Tom Brady, and Cam Miller are all going to be on the Mount Rushmore of quarterbacks. Cam Miller, remember that? Wait till he gets signed because it's
oh
over.
Lord. Well, you know what though? Much as I like, let me just remind you real quick. It was not too long ago the Super Bowl happened, but the last time these two played in Arrowhead was on Monday night in Kansas City. Philadelphia won the game by 4.
Now you
This was
think that you
pre,
think you
but
think that you think they're not gonna get revenge?
you know what? Hold on a second. I actually have to like pull something out actually if I'm going to actually make this choice because you know what? I picked against them on Friday, and guess what I'm about to do? We're going to do it again on Sunday. I'm going with Kansas City. I pulled the uniform out just for this. I got Kansas City 100% getting revenge on Philly. I think it's going to be a Kelsey Mahomes type of game. I think the Swifties are going to pop out. I hate Philadelphia because I'm a New York Giant fan. It'd be against the law for me to pick Philadelphia.
Put that shit on. Put it on, man.
You
Put
know
it
what?
on,
We're
baby.
doing a
Put
Jersey
that
Gear
on.
pick on episode number
Yeah,
2
hell
tonight.
yeah, man. You
I'm
wanna know
doing
what I'm gonna say?
it's a
Hollywood Brown anytime
I'm
pudding.
I am taking for today. You know what? This might be a for now on thing. Give me my Patrick Mahomes jersey to rep tonight on this episode. I'm taking Kansas City. The jersey's on. There you go.
Phenomenal. So
I
we
had
agree. So
like
I guess
Lee
there's no debate.
Corso and quick shout out and tribute to Lee Corso because I kind of pulled one out of
Go,
his book with the jersey pick, even though I don't have
go,
headgear. But I
go.
got 2 more games though. And because it's week number 2, we have a double header on Monday Night Football. I
Ooh.
got Tampa Bay and Houston on ABC with everybody watching in NRG Stadium. Baker Mayfield, CJ Stroud
So that's in Houston?
is in Houston, correct. And I mean, Baker Mayfield put on a show last week. I love
You
me some
ready?
Baker Mayfield. Yeah,
You ready? You
go
ready?
ahead. Mm-hmm.
I'm the world's biggest CJ Stroud hater. I think he's trash. I think he's buns. He had a great rookie year. He's buns. No Tank Dell. No CJ Stroud. They rely on that defense, and you can't rely on that defense when you got Baker. You got Abuka. You got Bucky Irving, the GOAT. You got Mike Evans, the GOAT. You have all these studs on the other side of the ball, and you think that your defense is going to help you? You guys sucked. You guys were terrible. And you think you're going to go home and beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? Hell to the no. Nick Chubb is washed. CD Stroud's a bum. The Tampa Bay's gonna go in there 2 road games in a row and steal the show. I think it's gonna be a close one, but I'm gonna go with my boy from Oklahoma, OU, the stud, who really turned his career around after well, he was good on the Cleveland Browns, but I think he had a rough patch. He was with the Panthers for a little bit, right?
Yes,
He had a rough patch there,
chasing ghosts.
but he really turned his career around, and he's going to show you guys against a fraud ass Houston Texans team that there's levels to this. CJ Stroud, so sit back and relax and enjoy the fucking show. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, close one, close victory, but Tampa Bay fucking Buccaneers, and it's easy money.
Well, I'm going to throw in something as well. Houston's down Derek Stingley on Monday. I believe he got
Exactly.
hurt on Sunday as well. Baker puts on a clinic. Anytime I see Baker, I think he's put
Wait,
up
wait,
at
wait,
least,
whoa. Houston didn't even score a touchdown last week, right?
no, I think they had like 9 points. Rams had 2 touchdowns. It was 14-9.
Oh, you think
Hey,
you're
wait,
gonna
wait,
lose?
wait, wait, wait. And it's Monday Night Football. You think they're going to be even better? Teams shit. I'm telling you, teams on prime time shit the bed on Monday Night Football.
Yo,
I got the Houston
okay.
Texans shitting the bed. I got Tampa Bay.
Don't make me go find my Tampa Bay Brady jersey. Don't make me find it. All right, so we
And
agree on every pick so far. So
and my last one is a little bit of a rivalry between two coaches that do not like each other, and it goes back 2 decades actually.
I
From the
love it.
college ranks to the NFL to the NFL Part 2. It's the Chargers and the Raiders in Las Vegas. It's an ESPN 10 o'clock. The Chargers are 3.5 favorite. Pete Carroll versus Jim Harbaugh. Two coaches, like I said, they don't like each other. It goes all the way back to when Harbaugh was at Stanford and Carroll was at USC. It transferred to the NFL with the Niners and Seahawks. This is the first time in a long time we're seeing these two coaches on the same sideline. And it's the Chargers and the Raiders. That's going to be box office. Like I said, these are two coaches. I think Jim Harbaugh is going to go pull all the strings on Pete Carroll. You know, this is going to cause some beef. I think I'm taking the LA Chargers because Justin Herbert will put on another show. I think the Raiders, I mean, they played New England. Is Brock Bowers going to do anything? I don't think so. I got the Chargers over the Raiders on the road in Las Vegas. And what happens there stays there. And I got Jim Harbaugh cooking Pete Carroll.
So listen, I really think the Raiders are gonna have a great season. I think they have a great offense. I think great coach. Max
Mm-hmm.
Crosby's a dog. And I really wish I could take them here at home. And I think it's gonna be a lot closer than people think. But the
Oh,
way that Justin Herbert and that defense played last week, and arguably Justin Herbert's on his shit because he got Madison Beer in the background. Um, so I really think that the Chargers are on a different level this year, and it's
oh
scary
yeah. Mm-hmm.
because they got a great defense, they have a great offense, and Quinn Johnson's catching balls now. Oh no! But
I told you.
I'm gonna go with the Chargers, but I think it's gonna be a lot closer than people think. I can see them hitting a last second field goal. I feel like the fact that these coaches do have a rivalry is gonna make the game closer, and I think
I
that
just think it's a highlight too.
I just feel like Las Vegas
Hey,
is secondary is a lot weaker. I think
mm,
Herbert's going to be able to exploit that,
aerial
but
assault.
I think it's going to be a close game. But I am going to go with the LA Chargers, and I think it's going to be very entertaining football. And I'm glad that we have two Monday Night Football games.
Yeah, and like I said before, I think I've said it. I never underestimate a Jim Harbaugh led team. The guy is a winner everywhere he goes. The Chargers are going to be a lot better now with him at the helm. I mean, he's never going back to school. So, like I said, I don't be surprised if Jim Harbaugh wins Coach of the Year come award season in the Super Bowl. I
All
think
right.
that could be possible.
So you ready now for our next segment?
Yes,
The
I am.
lock of the week. Who are you picking that you have 100% certainty that you will be willing to go back on the podcast and embarrass yourself the next week if you get it wrong?
Or should we just call it Easy's embarrassing lock of the week?
Well, hopefully you're 1-0 because you did say the Eagles last week.
I did say Philadelphia, but I mean, I did say Justin. I think Justin Jefferson will score a touchdown in Sunday night's game against the Atlanta Falcons. I'm going to stick
No,
with
no, no.
that
Pick
belief.
pick a team. Pick a team. Like any
Oh,
team to
for
win. It could be any team to win.
okay. I actually have one in the NFL. I looked at the schedule for week number 2. I think I'm just gonna be a little safer this time. I'm gonna go with a money line. I'm gonna take.
Oh no, it doesn't. It doesn't have to be a bet. Literally, just any team to win. Like, just pick your guaranteed team to win this week.
I'm gonna take San Fran. Scratch that. Scratch that. That was a. That was a. That was. I got the Rams knocking off the Titans at 1 o'clock.
Okay.
I got LA knocking off Tennessee.
Now you ready for this?
Go ahead.
Give me Pittsburgh! Give me Pittsburgh, baby! I don't care, man. Pittsburgh's winning it. I don't care. It's not even gonna be close at home against the Seahawks, the bum
Yep.
ass Seahawks. Give me the freaking Pittsburgh Steelers, and if they lose, I will get on the podcast with an embarrassing costume. If they
Oh
lose,
God.
a costume of the comments' choice. The comments could pick what costume I could wear, but all I'm saying
You heard
is.
him.
Pittsburgh is my pick of the week, and I don't care if it's biased. I'm going to take them a lot because they're the team to beat in the NFL.
You heard him. If the Steelers lose in week number 2, folks, whoever you have to pick this man an embarrassing costume. He's going all in on this one.
Hell
He better
yeah,
hope
man.
that whatever that costume is, I don't get a chance to flame it because it's not going to end well for him if that happens. I hope to God it doesn't. I mean, I want Pittsburgh to win.
I don't need hope to God. You want to know why my Steelers ain't losing?
He's
My Steelers
right,
ain't losing.
100%.
My Steelers ain't losing. All right.
All right,
Um,
college football because I'm just doing picks. All right, so
yeah.
college football, week number 3. We had some major changes in the polls this week. Of course, entering week number 3, the major changes were South Florida, the team that embarrassed me on Saturday, is now number 18 in the country after not being ranked. Michigan dropped
Amazing.
8 spots from the Oklahoma loss. Georgia went down 2 spots. Oregon went up 2 spots. Florida State now cracks the top 10. But
I like that.
outside of all of that, I have some key games that I want to look into real quick. The first one, this is a game day ESPN game day location, meaning they will be there that morning for Georgia at Tennessee on ABC at 3:30. This is a big one. And I say it's a big one. This is a conference game. This could basically open up the playoffs a little bit more. It's going to be in Rocky High, Tennessee, Knoxville.
Do they have the odds on there or no? Like the
And
spread?
Georgia is a 3.5 favorite. Number 6 battling number 15. But as Pat McAfee would say, give me Georgia to knock off Tennessee on the road. I got the Bulldogs are barking. Had to throw in the dog real quick, real quick. I got Georgia knocking off Tennessee.
Oh, really? You do?
Yes, 100%.
You do, really?
Them dogs are barking.
Listen, I saw this dude in concert, man. I saw him in concert. He's my favorite artist right now. Morgan Wallen. He's from a little town. You wanna know where?
Uh,
He's from Knoxville, Tennessee. Give me the
I
Volunteers,
don't want to
baby.
answer that because I
Shout
don't
out
want to
my
get
boy
embarrassed.
Morgan Wallen. Shout out my boy Morgan Wallen. Cause you know them orange is gonna be all through the stands, and Tennessee is gonna put belt to that bulldog ass, man. Upset alert. Tennessee cracks the top 10 after this week from
And top 12,
embarrassing
actually.
Gunner Stockton.
Oh, wow, wow,
Shout
wow,
out them
wow. We
Knoxville
are
fans,
divided
man.
on that. And by the way, game day will be at Tennessee's campus that
Hey, man,
Saturday morning. That is a huge one.
let's go Tennessee, man. It's easy money, man.
And
Yo,
the
all I'm
next
saying is, hey,
game.
whoa, 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 whoa,
Oh,
whoa.
no, go, go, go.
I got something on the line, so I think you should have something on the line.
Oh, God. uh,
If Tennessee wins, you have to come on the pod next week in a Tennessee Volunteers t-shirt.
oh, my God. I'm a Kentucky fan in basketball.
Hell
It's gonna
yeah.
kill me.
Amazon got them for cheap.
Oh my.
Amazon got them for cheap.
Oh God. You hear that episode, folks?
You
If
know,
Breezy
we
beats
put a lot
me
of
in this
stuff.
Georgia game, I'm going to wear a Tennessee shirt, and if the Steelers lose, he's got to wear a costume
We got a
of the
lot of
viewer's
stuff on the
choice.
line this week, man. We got a
But
lot of
I
stuff on
have
the
it.
line.
But
We're enticing the viewers.
but JB, you did mention how South Florida embarrassed me last week. Do you? I'm going to let you pick first on this one because we got South Florida, number 18, going to number 5, Miami. Also in Miami, Hard Rock.
You
Miami's a
ready?
17F favorite. What do you got?
Ready for
Are we
this?
seeing upset number 2?
You ready for this, man?
Go ahead.
My favorite artist, man, Morgan Wallen yet again. He made a song remixed with Rick Ross and Lil Wayne. And it goes, in Miami, it ain't nothing like where I'm from. Nah, give me them Hurricanes belt to booty. Knocking the hype train off the USF. Carson Beck Revenge Tour. Book it. Goodbye. Blowout season. You heard?
All right. So JBreezy is going with Miami. I'm going to take Miami as well. I don't see South Florida pulling upsets 2 weeks in a row. I mean, if that
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
happens,
3 weeks. Let's not forget Kansas
3.
State. Kansas State was ranked. Oh wait,
Yikes.
no. They didn't play. Who'd they play week 1?
No. Um.
They played a good team. Oh, Boise State. They played Boise State week
Yeah.
1. They were ranked too. They were
And
ranked
they
25th. They were upset.
3. Wow. 3 upsets in a row, and they could be making a push.
But nah,
But we
'cause
both got Miami.
the
We
Magic
both
ran
think they're going to
out.
cool them off.
Sorry, Magic ran out.
Well,
Sorry.
but I got one more game though, and this one's a pretty important one because it involves your Fighting Irish. Yes, we got
You
Notre
ready?
Dame hosting Texas A&M on 7:30. It is an NBC Saturday night for Notre Dame football. Notre Dame is a 6.5 favorite, and also coming off a bye week.
You ready?
Go ahead.
You think Notre Dame's starting off 0-2? You're out of your freaking mind. Notre Dame's at home. You know, they showed a great fight against number 5 Miami. They had a freaking win. Barely. They scraped out the win by the tip of their ball sack. And now you think at home against Texas A&M, they're going to freaking crack under pressure when last year we went to A&M and whooped their ass? Hell no. Notre Dame by a million. The run game's finally going to get going. The D line is going to step up, pressure the QB, and you want to know something else?
Go ahead.
If Notre Dame loses, the top comment dare I have to do.
Oh, he's throwing a dare on the line week number
I
3
am so confident
for
in my
Jay
team.
Breezy.
I am so confident in my teams. I will do whatever. Steelers ain't losing. I'll show up in a costume, whatever you guys want.
You already
And
got the
Notre
costume
Dame,
on lock. If
no, Notre
Georgia
Dame ain't
loses,
losing. I will do any reasonable there. It can't be unreasonable.
so
It can't be illegal or anything. But like, if you want to tell me to do something stupid next episode or whatever, I'll do that. But you can't tell me to rob a bank. Like, it's not happening.
yeah, no,
Sorry.
I can't rob a bank either. But all right,
But yeah, I'm
all
not
right.
confident in Notre
You know
Dame.
what? You know when I say a school rarely loses at home,
You think they're losing in
I
South
say,
Bend?
and I say rarely because it never happens.
Never, 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 never. The
I
Aki way.
say it with a bunch of elite schools, and you know what? I think Notre Dame is one of those teams that rarely loses at home. I got the Irish by a million over Texas A&M. I think SEC
Wipe it.
schools
How about
have
this?
had
How about this?
trouble against the Irish in the
Yo,
last.
brother. Yo,
Mhm.
brother. You're Irish, right?
Correct.
You're confident, right, that the Irish are winning?
Yeah.
If they lose, we both do the top dare together.
Oh. Okay. So, all right. So before I got to shut the recording down. So this is what we got. If I lose the Georgia Tennessee game, I have to wear a Tennessee shirt in the next episode.